Hello everyone, this is Monday, November 14th, 2022. It is 10:45 a.m. and a current temperature of 5 degrees Celsius. It's very noisy down here. That was really noisy when I did my intro, so I hope you caught it. It is Monday morning in downtown Halifax, and I'm heading toward the north end today. And on the way, I'm hoping to show you how the Cosmo project is moving along. We're blocked clear up to Cornwallis Street now before you can get. You have to get off there at Cornwallis. So it's really moving along and stretching out there. The roadblocks are farther out now than they were. Yeah, it's got to be an inconvenience before you get to the final goal. It's cold today, 5 degrees, and we got a wind blowing. This is not the wind chill factor. This is 5 degrees. And we got wind blowing. It's probably feels like about 2 degrees more than likely. That's probably where we're at, probably about 2 degrees. So I'm going up Duke Street, and we'll make our way to the north end that way. Well, it feels good to be out here anyway, even if it is kind of cold. I'm dressed for the elements. I have a wind jacket on with a hood. And yes, I'm wearing my gloves today. Because it would be too cold on the hands to travel a long distance doing a video and no gloves, so I got my gloves on today. And I guess the warm weather's over. It looks like it now. It looks like this is it. The fall is here, and almost winter is here. A couple more weeks and we'll be in December. It's very windy out. So what I did, I have a windscreen on my microphone, but I put it underneath my windbreaker jacket, which is thin material, but it blocks out the wind. So I'm hoping you'll be able to hear me through my jacket, and the jacket will do the job of keeping the wind out of the microphone. That's my plan. I hope it works. I think I tried it once before and it was somewhat successful. So that's what we're doing today. We're hoping that we can walk right around in the wind and make a video and you won't hear the noise from the wind. We'll find out because I'm walking to a higher elevation. As you can see, the Citadel Hill in the background there, so usually gets quite windy by the time you get up here. So that's part of the battle, is finding streets where you can walk where the buildings shelter you from the wind, I guess. It is approaching that time of the year now. We're not going to have too many days without wind. So everybody have a good weekend. I'll mess it up again and ready for another week. I gotta say I had a pretty good weekend. Didn't do a whole lot. We decorated for Christmas a little bit on the weekend. was always fun, putting up the tree and all that stuff. That's what we did on the weekend. And the other exciting thing we did, we went and got our booster shots. All three of us, me and my wife and my son, we all went to a drugstore that was doing it, and we all got our booster shots. I was 6 months since my last shot, and my wife was a year. Can you imagine? She went a whole year, and some people at her company caught COVID, but she didn't. She got through it. She managed to go a whole year and never caught anything. So that was good. She got her shot, and my son was even longer than that. We all went and got our shots, and now we're supposed to be protected against all these different variants. Hopefully, it can't hurt anyway. Probably it's going to help. Let's go over to Gottingen Street and walk down that a ways. And then we'll see where we go after that. All right, let's go to Gottingen Street. Hoping that there's some block from the wind up there. I don't know if there's any. We'll see. Right here, without getting to this corner, it's quite windy. First time I stop somewhere, I'll give this a listen to. See how good it went. Hopefully this works. A phone, what am I trying to say? A wind thing over my microphone, okay? A wind protector. Already got that on there, but it'll still make a noise in it, so I put it under my coat. Maybe that'll make the difference. Toronto was easy. Everything was just north, south, east, and west. Street straight across, east to west. Straight up and down, north and south. Couldn't go wrong. If you've never been to Toronto, or if you have and you haven't noticed it, the center, where everything is one, is Yonge and Bloor. You got one east, one west. That's where they're building those tall buildings there. Those skyscrapers right there, Yonge and Bloor. One west is under construction. One east has been built. But we're going back up again next summer, June maybe. Depends when my wife can get her holidays. We're going back up, and it's always nice to get a change of pace. And anytime I go to Toronto, we get family up there. We gotta keep going up, visiting. And anytime I go up there, I'm gonna make sure I do a whole bunch of videos so I can mix them in with my Halifax videos when I come down. Give you guys a change of scenery once in a while. But that won't be till next summer, so all we're gonna do is Halifax this winter. Because I don't go far in the wintertime. I don't like driving on icy roads in case we have an accident or something. So I'm not big into that. So I gotta wait. I just missed my light here. I gotta wait now. building, the cranes are down now, so that means that's as far as that's going right there. You don't get a button to push here for walking, so I just gotta wait. And it's a long crosswalk across here, so you have to walk fairly fast when you get your walk to. Yes, I'm glad I wore my gloves, I can tell you that. It'd be cold right now if I hadn't worn my gloves. And I got a windbreaker jacket on over my denim jacket, and I got a light sweater with a hood on it underneath that. So I'm okay for today. It's not too bad. I just rode the right amount on today for these conditions. The wind like it is, it's 5 degrees Celsius plus wind. And these aren't light winds. These are quite gale force winds. I would say that with the wind chill is bringing us down to about no more than 2 degrees. For sure, that's about where we're at. It seems a lot calmer right here. I think I found a good street for walking to stay out of the wind. I found a good street to walk on. Look at this, it's calm. It's very calm down here. And we gotta have a wonderful...
Hey buddy, can I buy a smoke?
I don't smoke. Sorry, I would help you if I could.
Do you have any spare change?
I have no money either. No money at all. I'm making my way into making money at this, but I haven't made any yet.
Oh, you will. You won't make any if you don't try.
Yeah, I'm almost there. You have to have 1,000 subscribers before you get paid. And I'm at 902, so I'm almost there.
How much are they going to pay you? Not being ignorant.
Yeah, you get paid. You get paid each time they play your video. Yeah, from the ads they put on there. But it's just a little bit of fun. It'll keep me in coffee anyway. Have a good one. Well, she was friendly, so I figured I might as well chat a little bit. There's a lot of homeless on this section of it. And a lot of it is due to the fact that the men's hostel is right there, Salvation Army Men's Hostel. It's a very needed place. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that this is why we have a lot of homeless people right in this area, because that's where they stay. That's a good thing it's here, because otherwise they'd be out in the cold all winter, and that wouldn't be much fun. So sometimes I manage to stop and talk to many different kinds of people on the street, which is fine. It doesn't bother me. But once in a while I get one that's a little bit nasty, and that's not so much fun. So let's see, when I get to Cornwallis Street, I'm not there yet. Okay, we gotta go a little bit further. I get to Cornwallis Street, maybe we can take a look at the Cogswell project, because it was blocked at Cogswell, or blocked at Cornwallis when I came across on the bus on Barrington. So that's the first time it was ever blocked at Cornwallis Street. And it looks like there's a building going up right in here. Look at that. Right there. We'll just walk down through here. See what's going on down here. Crane just going up, getting ready to build something right here. Look at that. I have to know. It's my nature to be snoopy, because I have to see what's going on. Anytime there's something new, I like to pass it on to you folks. So I have to be snoopy and come down there and see what it is. Looks like a building right here. Oh yes, it comes all the way from that street over there. And going up to here, it's just a long, skinny building, but it's nevertheless, it's still going to be quite a project, I think. It might even be parking, because the next building from here is, it's got underground and then one level on the ground for parking. So that could be a continuation. More than likely, that's a continuation of that parking lot. It's probably what's being built right here. No doubt. That's what I would hazard a guess that that's what's going to be built right there. It'll be a continuation of that parking lot. So I've never been on this alley in here before. This is my first time walking on this back alley. Cottage street's right out there, but I wanted to come down and see what that construction was that was going on there and pass it along to you folks. It looks like it's just a little bit more built onto that parking lot that's already there. Elevated parking lot. And then there's parking underneath. Okay. So, I'm going to continue on to Cornwallis Street, which I believe is this street right here where the church is. Which is a one-way street, but I can walk either direction. Only for cars, one-way street. And this should be Cornwallis Street. And we'll walk right down and have a look and see how the Cogswell project is coming along down here. And there's the famous round church, which I featured in one of my videos a while back. St. George's Anglican Church. Very old, it's a historic site now, but it's still a church, even though it is designated as a historic site. So when the traffic coming down Barrington wants to go down in the city, they have to go down toward the shipyard. Go down that road and continue on. Or they could come up here to Brunswick and get there that way. I guess he didn't see I had a walk sign. He thought he had the right to go, I guess. Funny how some people interpret those signs. They look at a walk sign and somebody's on the crosswalk and they just figured, oh, well, I can go. So they won't let anybody go beyond here. So once I get down here, you have to go another direction. And I think the people invest there to make sure nobody walks down there, more than likely. So I'm not going to go too far. I'm just going to go down to the bottom of a hill. See, somebody lost a hat out there on the road. I'm going to go out and grab that hat. Get that off the street. Bring that in. Ah, this came off of a ship. Look at this. HMST Johns, 5th 340. Wow, that's quite a flight. Came off the HMS St. John's. I got to straighten up my gimbal here. She's going crazy on me. There we go. Okay. So let's see. What can we do down here? You can't really see what's going on down there, but it's blocked right here anyway. Okay. It's blocked right here at Barrington, and where it says upper water that way and the Cornwallis this way. So you can go two choices. You can go down around that way, like to the shipyard, or you can go up and go down Brunswick Street, whichever you prefer. Okay, now we're going to go back down to Gottingen. And we'll walk up Gottingen. It seemed to be like there wasn't a whole lot of wind up there. Pretty good that way, so we're going to go up Gottingen. So it looks like the best route from here. That's the complaints officer checking parking meters. Brunswick Street right here. We're going to keep on going back up to Gottingen. The corner of Cornwallis and Brunswick, right here. The home of the famous Anglican Round Church. There we go. The wind wants to blow this thing all over the place, so I got to try to keep focused here. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go. The wind is playing havoc with my camera here this morning. My gimbal's not strong enough to overpower the wind. That's what it is. Now we're going back up to Wallace, which is a little bit windy here right at the moment. Just checking my time here, see how it's looking. All right, we're at a half an hour almost. We'll keep going. Can't make short ones all the time. We gotta make longer ones too. It's not anything cold like it's going to be. It's gonna get a whole lot. It's gonna get a whole lot colder than what it is right now before winter's over. So. Gotta get used to it, right? Okay, let's go. Let's go across this intersection and oops, sorry, there we go. All right. I accidentally tipped my phone the wrong way. back. Just had to get into my backpack, and I couldn't set this down without turning it off because I didn't have my tripod out. So, anyways, we're back and moving again, same spot. Well, we're on Gottingen, walking across here. I don't know what we'll do from here. I just wanted to see the Cogswell, but I couldn't get real close to it because they got people on that intersection, so I couldn't really go down there. But that's where they're at now, walking the street, is Cornwallis Street. Cornwallis and Barrington. Is that a new coffee shop? I don't know. Maybe not. It's a coffee shop anyways. Never noticed it before. Well, the sun is out anyway, that's good. That's a help. The sun is shining and the wind is blowing. Wow, you can see the paper being blown around, and it's very, very windy today. You can sure tell by the way the... Hello?
GoPro?
No, it's, I don't know the name of it.
I like
It's a gimbal anyway. It's not a GoPro, it's a gimbal. So anyways, it is what it is. Osmo, I think that's who makes this. Osmo. But I couldn't think of the brand name there in time. All right, let's go up the hill here. Well, it's not bad right here. Let me see. I'll tell you what street I'm on if I see a sign. I'll tell you in the next intersection. FedEx driver doing the same work that my wife does. And we are on Buddy Day in Creighton right now. I'm continuing on up Buddy Day for a block or so. To Maynard Street. Maynard. downtown Maynard. Why not, right? Okay. Beautiful street this time of year. Still got a little bit of leaves left on some of the trees. Some of them are bare, some of them got leaves. But it's a beautiful street to walk on this time of year. In late fall, as we get a little bit of taste of what winter will be like with the cold wind and all that kind of things. I was out last year on Christmas Eve, not late at night, but out in the afternoon on Christmas Eve, and it was bitter cold, I can tell you that. It was like really, really super cold. When I made it to Tim Hortons on Young and Roby, my hands were numb. It was that cold. But we can't stop making videos just because cool weather comes. You have to get used to it and keep going. Woodhill Street. And still on Maynard this way. I'm gonna make my way back downtown by going all the way over to Maynard, all the way across Maynard, and we can get right on Cogswell, I believe, and take us back downtown. That's my plan, I guess. This is an old part of Halifax, been here for a long time. And some of the buildings you can tell, but a lot of them are well maintained and they look nice. And I love the way they change all the houses, different colors here. That's a really wonderful thing to see. Staple delivery driver out working today. And there's the armories. Usually we'll walk by the armory, I'm on the other side. But this time I'm on the east, the northeast corner right here. And this is Kennard Street. Whoa, that's close. I guess to get two vehicles between one driveway and the next driveway, they got to be parked close together. You can only get two between each driveway. And if one of them is long, like a half ton, then the other one is going to be squished up pretty tight to that one. But you can always get out because there's only two. I'm just curious. Curiosity. People need to know what this street is called. Oh, it's called Armory Street. It goes right up alongside the armories. And apparently you can go right through here to the next street. Look at that. I've never been through here before. There's only 3 houses on this street. And it's fenced in on both sides. The armory's on this side. And they got some braces there holding up things. I guess they was getting a little weak around the windows and they had to brace it up with something. I can see now, yeah, I can see the stones are starting to crack and pieces have chipped away. So they put these braces in to make it strong. Well, hopefully it works. Okay, the Halifax Common is just up here, so I'm not going to go that way because I'll be out in the wind. So I just came up to see where this Armory Street was like. I'd never been on it. First time ever. We've been here over 4 years. Almost soon to 4.5. We came August, September, October, November. 4 years and 4 months. January, it'll be 4.5 years we've been here. All right, back out onto Maynard Street. Kind of quiet right here, not too much wind. That's what I was hoping for. I could get some streets without a lot of wind. Usually up here in the north end, if you walk around the residential areas, there's not a lot of wind. It's a really good spot to go when it's really super windy and you want to make a video. Come up here in the north end, walk around the residential areas because it's quite sheltered up here. So my fellow YouTubers, anybody trying to stay out of the wind in the winter, walk around up here and you won't get as much wind. Back downtown from there. Oh, I gotta go. I guess I gotta go across. There's no crosswalk here. They don't have to let me across there. I have to get on the crosswalk if I want the right to walk across. Now they have to wait for me. Little corner grocery store. A lot of little neighborhoods around Halifax. A bunch of apartments, houses, and a little corner grocery store. Wind here, but not too bad. I think we'll be okay. And my mic is hidden under my jacket. And it should be working fine into there. Which when I get down to Scotia Square, probably go in there for a coffee, and I'm gonna have a look at my video and see how it turned out. Hopefully it's not too noisy. I know I had some noisy spots when I first started out. It was quite noisy from the bus traffic in front of Scotia Square. It was quite noisy right there. My apologies for that because I wasn't thinking about the noise when I did my intro. So I try to do better next time, okay? There's a fancy, what is it, Genesis? Wow, they're pretty, they're right up there with Mercedes-Benz. They might even be better because Mercedes-Benz are all-time breaking and costing you money. All right, we're not going to walk all the way to the end because There's construction going on right there. So we're going to walk back down this way. And I am on, not sure. We'll find out at the next intersection. I'm trusting there's a sign there. Not every intersection has street signs that give you the name of the sign. Sad to say, but that's one of my peeves in Halifax. Well, many times the sign is missing to the intersection. So, anyways, it's a small thing, right? Of course. So we're on Falkland Street. That's what the name of this is. Falkland Street. And this little street is Creighton, the one that goes this way. Creighton and Falkland. So I guess we'll go back down to the first end of Gottingen Street, about going the opposite direction from where we first got on here. And then we'll find a route back to Scotia Square. And that will be our video for today. You know, Scotia Square doesn't like people taking videos in there. So I'm starting a new plan to show you Scotia Square. Last time I went in, I came up the escalator, went to the food to Tim Hortons, and showed all that area. This time I'm going to go in the front door, and I'll keep it going as long as I can. Show you part of Scotia Square that way. And eventually, we'll cover the whole thing, and they'll be none the wiser. I know they have the office in there and screens and stuff, and they got somebody watching it. And as soon as they see somebody making a video, they'll send a security guard after you, but by the time they catch up with me, I won't be making the video. See, that's my plan, to show you the whole mall over time. And they can't do anything about it. Okay, we are. There's the Seven Bays Cafe. I used to go there all the time. And normally I would, but I forgot my battery charger home. And when I go in those places, I like to take my headphones out, put my phone on the charger, and get it all charged back up again while I'm listening to music. But I got my cable, I forgot my battery. I have a battery that can charge my phone a couple of times, maybe a little bit more. And I went and forgot my battery home on the charger. So I'm not gonna spend time in there, because that's what I do when I'm in there. I go on my headphones. Everybody that goes in the Seven Bays, they all got a laptop, a phone, a iPad, something. All right, so there's the Seven Bays, which I love going in, but I don't have my battery with me, and I know my phone is getting low now after the video, so I'm just going to be down to Scotia Square and hang there for a while, and go home, catch the bus right there. So we'll go around this way. I would have come down right there, but some construction up here at the end of Maynard Street, I decided to come down this way. No big deal. Just not going to get into anybody's way coming this way. All right. I'm going back a different way than I came because you don't want to cover the same road over and over. So I come back this way. Let's have a look and see how long this... Oh yeah, the first half when I shut it off was around 25, 26 minutes maybe. And this one is at 23, 24 minutes. So when the two pieces are put together, I have about an hour in. An hour is a good video. I don't like to cheat you too much with a short video. But sometimes I have to because time don't permit. So I make a shorter one. That was the case yesterday. I went a little bit shorter because time didn't permit. But I still got a video out. So sometimes they're not always an hour long or more, but sometimes they're shorter. But I'll always make it up because I'll have the next one pretty good length. This construction job right here, as it's coming along pretty good there, is going to be condos, apartments, and then a part of it's a hotel. So I'm thinking maybe the small part is the hotel, and the big part is the condo. But you can actually walk right from one right to the other. So I'm just guessing by how it's laid out, but time will tell. They might even have some short-term rental suites part of that hotel. There's a lot of people come to the city working like contractors and that for construction jobs, and they're staying here for like a year. So they don't want an apartment with and have to buy furniture and stuff. They want a short-term rental. It's got all the furniture and everything there. And it's big business here, short-term rentals. All right, we are down to Brunswick Street again. And I guess I'll go straight across this way. Because the road's closed over there. You can't go that way. All right, we'll cross here again when the light changes. Let's go. Gotta walk. Now we'll make our way back over to Scotia Square. And as promised, I'm going to see how far I can get away with walking in there with my video going. It's I don't understand why they got such a crazy rule. Don't want people doing videos in malls. They do them in Ontario. I've seen all kinds of videos in malls in Ontario. Nobody ever complains about it. Or anything but here. Well, the guys come right up and tell you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. This is private property. You can't make videos in here. And I suppose the walls are going to collapse if I make a video in there. Not right, really. When we came here, Scotia Square food court was all open on Saturday. All the stores were open. And there was lots of things to do there. There was a lot of people in there. And once COVID came and they shut everything all down, took out the chairs and all that, it never came back completely. On Saturday now you can go into Scotia Square and there might be one food place open. They even stopped having Tim Hortons open on Saturday. And that used to be open all the time on the weekend. It's got that bad in there. It's not great. Through the week it's okay because there's a lot of office workers. People from the hotel come in. And it's fairly busy through the week. But the weekends is dead. Nothing there for the week. I mean on the weekend. Weekend there's nothing there. So once people go there on the weekend and see what it's like, then they don't go anymore on the weekend. So that just compounds the problem and makes it even worse than it was before, because now you got another customer that's not going back there on the weekend, and so it goes. Well, we'll soon be back to Scotia Square. Then we'll go in, have a coffee, relax, and then I will catch my bus there. That takes me home. It takes me right to the end of my street. All I gotta do is just walk down the street. It might get a little windy once I get up here to the open air where the wind can blow down there. It might be a little windy. That's where it was worse when I came out of Scotia Square. The wind was really bad right here. And I can feel it again as we approach this intersection. But my mic is under my jacket. I think it's doing a good job under there. If that works, I'm going to try it this time when I listen to it. I'm going to listen for wind and see how much wind is getting through. If that works reasonably well, I'm not asking for miracles. If it works reasonably well, then I'll do that. Whenever I go out in the wind, I'll wear this wind jacket and put my microphone inside my jacket. It's still going. It's not dead yet. Usually my battery shows like when it's down to 20%. The screen will say low battery. I'm so used to having my spare battery with me and I don't worry about it. I just stop somewhere, have a coffee, and listen to music, plug my phone into my battery. Then when I'm ready to leave, my phone's all charged up again. But I, like absent-minded person, left my battery on the charger and didn't bring it with me. So that's what happened to that. Fortunately, I had enough battery in my phone to do the video because I just took it off the charger as well. And the colder it gets out, the quicker your battery goes, because the cold has an effect on it too. So, well, we'll see what happens. I know most of the time those guards are hanging out up around the food court there, so I might get away with coming down part way before anybody. Yeah, I won't stay on long enough for anybody to find me. It'll be off before they find me. That's my plan. Keep it on long enough to make it, to add it to my video, but not long enough to get caught by the guards. Oh. See what they're doing? They're making me go down a life of crime. The guards, it's their fault. So, anyway, here we are at Scotia Square, where I'm going inside, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what it looks like when I get inside the doors, if it's going to be a problem or not. So far, so good, right? Yeah, okay. All right, we are inside the mall. So far, so good. Take off my gloves. So when I want to turn this off, I can. All right, we'll go a little ways and then we'll turn it off. So far, so good. Okay. So you can see it's kind of quiet in here anyways. Not a big deal. Once I get that around the turn, maybe we'll turn it off. We'll see. We might be able to do that when we get down here. All right, there's the Dollarama down there. And there's Coffee Pro. And with that, I'm going to say, if you enjoyed this video, push that like button, that'd be great. And if you're not yet a subscriber, I'd love it if you became a subscriber. And with that, I say, take care, be safe, and we'll see you all on the next video. Bye for now.